Okay, real talk. Someone in your life has probably told you that debt is bad, stay away from it, never borrow money, live within your means. And look, I get where that comes from, but here's the thing, that advice is incomplete, and if you follow it without question, it might actually hold you back financially. Not all debt is equal, some debt builds your future, some debt quietly destroys it, and most people have no idea which is which. Today we're breaking that down, no jargon, no lectures, just the stuff you actually need to know. Let's start with the obvious question. What even makes debt bad? Bad debt is money you borrow to buy something that loses value or gives you zero return. You're paying interest on something that does nothing for you financially, or worse, disappears completely. Here's the most common example for people our age. Credit cards. You're out with friends, it's the end of the month, your account's looking rough, but you don't want to be the one who says, "I can't afford this." So you put dinner on the card. And then the next thing. And then suddenly you've got a $400 balance sitting there charging you 25% interest per year. That dinner from 6 weeks ago? You're still technically paying for it. That's bad debt. You're being charged to borrow money for something that's already gone. Buy now, pay later is the sneaky cousin of this. It feels like nothing because there's no interest, right? But what actually happens is it trains you to spend money you don't have yet. And the moment you miss a payment, fees kick in, your credit score takes a hit, and now you're stressed about a pair of trainers you bought in November. Not worth it. Personal loans for lifestyle stuff, holidays, new phones, furniture upgrades, same energy. You're borrowing money to fund a life that looks good on the outside while quietly getting more expensive to maintain on the inside. Now here's where it gets more nuanced. Good debt. Good debt is money you borrow to invest in something that has the potential to grow your income, your net worth, or your future earning power. The key word is potential. There's no guarantee, but the math works in your favor. Student loans are the most controversial one, and I want to handle this carefully because it genuinely depends on your situation. If you take on student debt to study something with a real job market attached to it, and the degree meaningfully increases what you can earn over a career, that's a calculated investment in yourself. The debt paid for an asset, your skills, your qualification, your access to opportunities you wouldn't have had otherwise. Now, is every degree worth the debt? No, that's a conversation for another video. But the point is, student loans aren't automatically evil. They're a tool. Whether they're good or bad depends entirely on what you do with the education. Mortgages are the other big one, and I know, when you're 23 and just trying to afford rent, a mortgage feels like something that happens to other people. But conceptually, here's why a mortgage is different from your credit card. You're borrowing money to buy an asset, a property, that typically increases in value over time. You're building equity, meaning the longer you pay, the more of it you actually own. And often, your monthly mortgage payment isn't much more than renting anyway. The debt is working for you, not just draining you. Here's the surprising part, the thing most people don't realize. Avoiding all debt doesn't make you rich, it just keeps you static. The wealthiest people in the world use debt strategically. Businesses borrow money to grow. Investors use leverage to multiply returns. The difference between them and someone drowning in credit card debt isn't that one group never borrows, it's that one group only borrows when the expected return is greater than the cost of the loan. That's the mindset shift. Stop asking, should I ever go into debt? Start asking, what am I getting in return for this debt, and is it worth more than what this debt costs me? If the answer is yes, if the asset you're buying, the skill you're developing, the income you're building, is worth more than the interest you'll pay, then you're playing the game right. If the answer is no, if you're borrowing to cover a night out, upgrade your phone a year early, or keep up with what everyone else seems to be doing on Instagram, that's where it gets dangerous. And I want to say something about the emotional side of this, because it's real. Debt shame is heavy. A lot of young people are carrying balances they don't talk about, feeling like they're behind, feeling stupid for decisions they made when they were younger or just trying to survive. If that's you, you're not stupid. The system is designed to make borrowing easy and the consequences invisible until they're not. Knowing the difference between good and bad debt doesn't come from school. It barely comes from parents. You're figuring it out as you go, and that takes time. The goal isn't to never make a financial mistake. It's to understand the rules well enough that your mistakes get smaller. So here's the summary. Bad debt drains you. It's high interest, no return, lifestyle spending on borrowed money. Good debt builds you. It's calculated, tied to assets or income, and the math works in your favor over time. And the most powerful thing you can do is start asking, what am I actually getting from this? Before you borrow anything. That one question changes everything. If this helped even a little, subscribe. We post simple money tips every week. No jargon, no lectures. Just practical stuff you can actually use.